October. Um, yeah, and it's been obviously a good week this week. Dad finished his isolation period after uh, being in contact with somebody who tested positive for COVID whilst he was in hospital. So we are back to normal in one household, which is good. Having previously had to split the house in two. Um, so yeah, restrictions have been lifted, which makes things a lot easier. They celebrated with a trip to the garden centre on Tuesday, but they've also been to Packwood and Alpha met up with my brother and his family for something to eat. So yeah, it's been a nice week for them. Um, getting back getting back to normal. This weekend I'm gonna pop out in a bit to have a bit of retail therapy. Need a couple of things for the flat down in Bristol, so I think we're gonna head to Dunelm. We were gonna go to see the kids' football this morning, but there's very bleak weather out there at the moment. So yeah, I'm not sure being outdoors today is going to be the most sensible thing. So yeah, this week been quite a smooth week in terms of work. Had a production management conference on Wednesday, which a couple of really good sessions. One on diversity, which is has been often talked about in the organisation over the years, but it seems like there's a real strategy in place at the moment in terms of progression. They brought out a disability passport, which is a really interesting addition whereby you no longer should need to have conversations with your manager when you move on to a new team. That passport will go with you, so they'll know all about you and your disability prior to starting on the team. So that's for me a really good, really positive step, and one which I think will help going forward. Um, and new people into the organisation who have a disability, yeah, they'll just be able to complete the passport, and then yeah, hopefully from then on, life will be a lot easier in terms of moving around the organisation, and having those initial initial conversations, which shouldn't necessarily be required now. But yeah, so that kind of that that was a good day on Wednesday. Um, and yeah, other than that, Everton carrying on their brilliant start to the season. Another couple of wins this week. Saturday, we were quite fortunate away at Crystal Palace. We got a penalty which was very controversial. I think we've been a little bit biased. I think we deserved to win the game, but how we won it was probably not the most convincing. But I think the general play definitely warranted the 3 points. And then during the week, it was a battle of the household. My dad's team, West Ham, and Everton in the cup. Everton were convincing 4-1 winners, but got a couple of injuries during the game, which might affect us today against at home to Brighton. But which is a game we should win, but yeah, with the couple of injuries, it might be a little bit more tricky. But after today, there's an international break, so yeah, one more win, and yeah, it'll have been a good start to the season. I think the last time we won 7 games on the trot was yeah, literally a century ago. So yeah, it shows yeah, how impressive the first 6 games have been. Um, Hopefully, as I said last week, long may that continue. Anyway, keep dry, everyone, and I'll catch up with you again next week. Take it easy. Bye for now.